Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, checking in with the first November weekly garden tour. I can't believe how fast 2024 is passing, but as you can see, we are all set up for today's wedding for Brittany and Tyler, the owners of 3 Trees and a Coop, fantastic team that built our greenhouse, and it's a perfect day. It is not hot and it is not cold. It is sunny and absolutely spectacular. So before the big festivities begin, I thought I would do a quick walkabout so that you can see how everything is looking as a new month begins. I'm irrationally excited with how the squash pumpkin combo has turned out, because this of course is how she's going to enter. And having a backdrop of this big bold foliage I think is pretty extraordinary. The arch is laying down, that's on purpose because it's a little breezy and we need the weight still, so we're just kind of letting that be. But as you can see, the back garden has been totally transformed and our color scheme is magnificent. I love the turquoise, all the bright, brilliant colors. I think it's going to be really special. So obviously the altar is the front of the greenhouse, and then the greenhouse will be turned into the dance floor at the end of the evening. So, multi-purpose facility. And we did harvest a whole bunch of squash and stuff yesterday to help decorate, and of course mangaves. I think they always make sense. White muhly grass makes everything a little soft and beautiful. And show you some of my fabulous albino peacock feathers that I got from Magnolia Plantation. And I did get all the plants moved, which felt like a big accomplishment, and then it made my nursery pad look that much more dramatic. So a lot of stuff to plant. Not allowed to go plant shopping until I start to make some new beds and get all of this stuff actually put in the ground, because I've been watering it for many months and it's time. at least by December it's time. Here in the back berm, you can really see how beautiful those carex are. I definitely want to get more of those, and I think the whole thing could use that tufts of green kind of interspersed. Lots of leaves are down. Haven't done anything to it. I haven't done anything to the garden other than get prepared to have 50 or 60 people come for a visit. Well, it'll be fun to have the bar in action, and we have a selfie station still to set up here. We've got this awesome chicken skeleton, number 3 Trees and a Coop. They specialize in greenhouses and chicken coops, and look, we even got out my Grim Reaper Scape to be able to pose with. Glad to see my work zone getting utilized. Lots of fun. Everybody to hang out here, and all the plates and silverware and everything are compostable. So we're going to be taking full advantage of the compost bin right here. Pretty stoked that we aren't going to have a bunch of extra garbage. The Land Rover is placed very strategically to provide extra light, because of course today is the first day of the time change and it's going to be dark much earlier. We've got lights strung all about the backyard, so it should be a really beautiful setting this evening. And I do need to water, at least all the places I need to water over here out of the way. I've got lots of chayote squash that I haven't harvested, but I do need to. See, dangling there. Lots and lots and lots of peppers. Lots of eggplant. Kind of got eggplant everywhere. That's great. I'm home all week. I only have one more big trip. That's next week. Then I'm actually home for the remainder of 2024. I feel like I can sigh relief. I love to travel. I love doing what I do, but it's nice when I get some time home. I am realizing this big branch is broken, which is too bad. But look at all the peppers that are on it. For now, I'm just gonna set it like that. I don't have room in the refrigerator for that many peppers. Well, it definitely feels and looks like fall with all the leaves on the ground. And the figs are figging, and I'm really happy about it. I ate some yesterday. This is the first year there have actually been figs that were ready to be eaten and harvested. Usually they're all green. So I'll show you. See, we've got some nice ripe ones in and amongst the ones that aren't so ripe. But I'm taking advantage of eating these in my belly. They're so good. And over here into the fire pit, again, I'm gonna do some watering this morning. Everything will perk up just a bit. Still got tomatoes to harvest, which is always exciting. Go ahead and get these off the vine now. The vines are dying, as they should. It's November. But it's pretty cool to still be harvesting tomatoes in November. It's one of the things I like most about living in North Carolina. It's pretty awesome that we haven't had a frost. So even though things are dry, they aren't like completely dead. And a quick pan for where the dinner will be held, here in the back garden with their awesome greenhouse backdrop. This is just so much fun to be able to provide the space for them to have their big celebration. It wasn't expected, and it's not really my aim to host weddings, but it does bring me great joy to be able to help friends and be able to have the garden utilized for something that's so special. Though there won't be a lot of daylight for guests to meander around, hopefully they'll be able to take a quick stroll and see how everything's looking, and maybe a few people will get inspired to want to go home and start to garden for themselves. Because in the end, that's really what my goal always is, to inspire others to plant more. Well, everybody, I have an armload of produce. So I'm gonna go drop this off inside, and I do hope that you will tune in tomorrow for part 2 of my first week of November weekly garden tour, where I show you how everything is growing out front. As always, thanks so much for watching, and happy gardening.